Yo, what's going on? It's your man Hanley from On the Line with. Welcome back to another episode of Car Chats. We're going to go live with Rico Blox in a minute. We're going to chop it up with him. I just had him on yesterday for the actual On the Line with podcast, and it was an amazing episode. He's a Montreal veteran. If you haven't checked his music, I suggest you go check it out. It's available on streaming platforms. It's available on YouTube. You can check him out anywhere. Here he is. I'm going to send him that invite, see if it works.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright. What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man. You?
Same shit, different day. Just interviews all the time.
Yeah. I don't know what music playing.
So, what up, Demo? So, I was just letting everybody know you're on the actual podcast yesterday. We had a dope conversation.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Hold on, my dog's out here trying to cause trouble. Hey, go chill. Go chill up. Go look. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so what's up, dog? What are you saying?
Gotcha, man. Chilling.
Yeah, people know who you are. I told them already. It's Rico Blox from Montreal, the Montreal veteran, out of Laval originally. So everybody show some love to him. And, introduce yourself. Let them know who you are. Give them a little more insight on who Rico Blox is.
Yeah, man. It's your boy Rico Blox, Chambly Laval. Born in Montreal, raised in Laval. 20 plus years in this game. Yeah, I mean, I'm a spitter, bro. Like, songwriter, rapper, MC, whatever designation people choose.
Come from the fucking tape era.
Yeah, man.
Maybe even a little bit of old school cassettes.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely am old enough to have had joints on cassettes, bro.
I never had any, but I'm old enough that I'm sure I could have. I'd still I'd put a project on a tape today just for nostalgic reasons.
Yeah, I mean, at some point when I do the right project, I might do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if the project is worth it, like certain projects, if I do something really like boom bap 90s era shit, I'll probably do a vinyl and cassette release just for collector's edition shit.
Yeah, my man, the homie that's in the chat watching us right now, Demo, man. This guy's like writes for people. He's been on mad fucking stages that like he has accolades and shit, man. He has some dope ass music too. So shout out my man Demo out in Atlanta and Fat Mama's Kitchen. That's his restaurant. So shout out to him. You know, I love fucking with people the business mindset, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Demo, bro. Shout out to Justin Woods who joined.
Yeah, what's up, Justin Wood Music? I see you popping around a lot. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to you, but we'll chop it up. But again, Rico Blox, just chopping it up. He has an interview dropping, or an episode on the line with dropping, and not quite yet, but soon enough. I started editing it yesterday, and after listening back on it, we got pretty nostalgic on that shit.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah, that tends to be the case.
I was surprised at how much knowledge I actually had about your career.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, you're familiar. I definitely could say that. Like,
I fuck with Montreal heavy. I'm originally from there, so like I love Boy Blue and like buddy that you fucked with. You know what I mean? Like Boy Blue, fucking. Oh, rest in peace, fucking Bad News Brown, man. I saw your post earlier and it hit my heart. Yo, you still there?
oh yeah, sorry about that. I hit the mute while I was coughing. Yeah, man, it's the 12-year anniversary since News passed away. So
How many years?
that's a beat to Paul, man. 12 years, man.
Yeah, man, that's fucking. So he passed in 2010 then.
Yeah, it's a long time ago, and yet it feels still like yesterday, man. So
Yeah,
rest in peace, my man Paul.
really talking about it yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, like universe is fucking crazy, bro. So, yo, tell them about the work you've been putting on with Leon Stone lately, because I know you're in the lab. I know that you're bringing back that, what was it called again? Acid Crack?
Well, we did the first mixtape was Audio Crack. So,
Audio Crack.
but like when I mentioned it in the post, it was more like the context of like about 13 years ago, I dropped a joint called 100 Bars, and that was really like my move from Laval to the Montreal scene. So it was kind of my introduction to the rest of the Montreal scene. And so we decided to bring it back full circle. And I did a new joint it's 104 bars, but it's going to be a little bit more creatively titled. It's actually called King of the Jungle now. So we just finished up the final mixing session. Sometime before we finish this, I'll give everybody a full preview of this shit. Shit is fire, man. Like we went in, bro. All bars, no hooks. Just something to remind everybody where we at with this shit, and that Montreal spitters really spit. Like it ain't just. And then we're gonna get back to some songs and some music. Like not everything is gonna be bars, bars, bars. Even though they'll always be. Like even in my joint Risk It All, which whoever hasn't heard it's gonna hear it on the outro of the interview we did yesterday, right? But like. That song, like as much as it's melodic and it's singing, like there's punchlines and bars in there. Like I'll never sacrifice one for the other, but this King of the Jungle joint was just me bringing it back to like when rappers used to exhibit their skills, and so it's just having some fun with it, man. Like I wrote it. I didn't even. It's not like a lot of rappers be like, I sat down in one night and wrote it. It's like I crafted this shit over months of just bits and pieces here, and like whenever I had the right 4 bars, I would add it to it and just kept building up something that I thought like at the end would be just super fire. So yeah, so we just kept mixing that.
Do you typically write without a beat first, or do you typically write with a beat?
Well, I mean, I typically write with a beat, but I mean, I definitely get random bursts of inspiration where I'll get like a 2, 3, 4 bar set that I'll have, and then I'll find a beat for it later. You know what I mean? Like it really just depends on the moment. My brain's always working, so there's always going to be some moment where I'm like, oh, that would be a dope metaphor. Okay, how do I word this? And then start playing with it, and then start building on it. And I tend to very often write like set up punchline. So when it's not with a beat, it's a lot more. The process is a little bit more generic because it's just like, oh, I got an idea. Now how do I build on it? Sometimes I got to reverse engineer the punchline. Like sometimes I got the punchline, but what's the setup? Like it doesn't always come first. So, but typically I write with a beat. I like to write and be in pocket. So like I can take any verse I've written pretty much for the most part and put it on any beat, but I do like writing in pocket. I get inspired by the beat. That's what really, gives me fire to go with it. So the beat is usually the starting point for me.
Word. And so you've been working with Leon Stone now for how long?
I'd say we're going on about 2 years now.
And you guys you met through another friend, right? Your best friend?
Yeah. Like my actual best friend in real life, his girlfriend was close with Stone, like just on some personal shit. Like they've been friends for a very long time. She's friends with his whole family. And, like eventually I just went to go to my boy's crib. He's like, listen, I know this dude that makes crazy beats. And we went, and the first time I met him, I mean, within 20 minutes, we were making a beat together in my friend's basement. So it's been on ever since. And so, yeah.
You consider it like a very organic relationship when it comes to making music, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. But I think almost all my relationships in music have been really organic. Like I've worked with amazing producers, but it's never been just some like, oh, I need to buy a beat from this dude. You know what I mean? Like it's always been just I've been put in the right situations from networking and just being introduced from friend to friend to friend, where it's like, some producers I've known for a long time, like a longtime collaborator of my Rough Sound I've known since we were 17 years old, like since before I ever like recorded music. So
How
But then there's the Manifest that I met much later in life. But like me and him have one of my bigger joints, Stop Frontin'. And Manifest was just like, he heard my shit. He was friends with so many people that I knew. And it was just, again, organically, we got put in the same room, and it's like, okay, we got to work on some music. So yeah, most of my music relationships are all just really organic. The business is usually never a
I
part of it.
feel like that should be how like most music relationships are. They should be formed organically and not like pushed and pressured into like they think that like this combination will make a hit, but like when you force it, it never seems to come out.
Yeah, I mean, it would be really easy for me to be just like, I need to work with whoever the hottest producer is in the city right now. Because I tend to work with local producers more than, and I could work with producers outside of Montreal, but I don't tend to need to. We have so much talent here. It just seems like a waste to go outside, right? When I got everything home based. But like for me, it's never, like I said, like it's never a business move, right? If the songs will be fire if the relationship is good, if the chemistry is good. And I got songs with producers that we never released that are dope songs, but just, you make choices. You choose what you're gonna put out, what you're not gonna put out. But like ultimately, I've just been really, really lucky to have like blessed relationships with a lot of people that are super fucking fire in this game. And real recognize real, and I'm just lucky enough to look familiar to these people.
Word up, word up. And yo, I was just gonna ask you if you ever heard of the producer that just joined our live right now. He goes by MCO MTL. Have you ever heard of him?
I have my man Questa, I think, is working with MCO. My man Questa talked to me about
I
him.
got him working on something actually for my comeback EP right now, man, because this guy has that sound from like the '90s era that I just can't like. He has it, but it's like '90s, but it has like there's something added to it that I just can't like pinpoint. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, shout out to MCO, man, and also my man Trevor Devine. Top Left Recording spoke highly of MCO as well. So between Trevor and Questa, it's definitely, you good in my book, MCO. If you got them kind of references, now Jordan vouching for you too, like, bro, it's all love. So shout out to MCO, man.
Yo, Rico Blox is the only rapper who calls me by Jordan. Everybody else calls me Hanley.
I guess, right? I mean, thank you, bro. Thank you, MCO. I seen that comment. Thank you.
Hanley is my govy name anyway, so it doesn't matter. Jordan, fuck it.
I will call you Hanley if that's you prefer, bro.
It don't really matter. It's like half the time I'm like, yo, Blox or yo, Rico.
Yeah. You know what's funny? It's like, it's so funny how, like, for me, the people who've known me a long time, nobody calls me Rico.
Yeah.
So Rico is always like, anybody I've met in the game, it's Rico. But all my friends, because Rico Blox is like, it's my rap name, but like even when I was running around in the streets, it was just Blox. So everybody's just Blox. So I'm so used to it. It's like all my closest friends is Blox or Bloxy. Like it's always been that. So like it's always funny because it's like I can always tell if I don't remember somebody, I can figure out where they know me from based on if they say Rico or if they say Blox, just by default.
Facts.
Because almost nobody I've met in this game gets the idea to call me Blox and just Blox. They're always like Rico. So, it's funny like that sometimes.
Your music and shit and bump it while I was like cruising or when I was on my way when I took my drive to fucking Halifax, that long ass 14-hour drive. Like I had like a playlist of just straight Rico Blox and people like, yo, who you listening to? I'm like, Blox. Who the fuck is Blox? I'm like, Rico Blox. They're like, why don't you just call him Rico Blox? That's how we know him by. I'm like,
yeah, it's funny, bro.
syllables, man. I'm too high for these syllables. Fuck you.
Yeah. Honestly, there was a point where I considered dropping the Rico, but like, because it's funny, like when you think about like when you pick your rap names. Like I picked this name, I was 14 years old, but it's really an acronym. It's actually, 14, 15, I don't know. Sometime around there. It was 14, 15, 16. I went by a different name before. I went by Strategy. But the problem was that there was another Montreal rapper, Stratège, from these Architectes, fucking legend. So shout out to him. But I remember being in a DJ store, and the guy was like, "Yo, you can't call yourself Strategy." Like the DJ there, my man Kirk was like at this was like at Taboo. Back in the days, it was downtown on Blurry, and he was like, "Yo, you can't call yourself that, right? Like we already got a stratège." And I was like, "All right." And so the acronym for Rico Blox actually real individual creating opportunities by living off experience. So yeah, I mean,
I remember the acronym. I knew there was an acronym. I just couldn't remember it all at once because I just smoked this L and my memory's already fucked up.
yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. When I was 15, it was a lot less cool. It was like real individual, crushing opposition, blowing lights out explicitly. And I was like, it's so fucking dumb. Like, I think I turned like 20, 21, and I was like, yo, I better never, ever use that as the acronym. Let me create something more intelligent.
I got to make it more something like Pac would say.
Yeah. There comes a point like you get of age and you're like, yeah, though that shit is not as creative as you thought it was when you were 14, 15. So we updated that.
Acronym definitely goes hard. Who's this? Mirror Clothing FG. What's going on, yo? If you're looking for promotion on podcasts, hit me up. I just do a trade for it, and I'll do ads and everything. Just hit me up for more information.
Yes, sir.
I got a few sponsors going on this season. I've had like a.
I've seen that, man. It's good. It's good work, bro.
Running since season 1, and they hook it up nice. Like I got like, there's my dude Bandana Canada who's like sent me packages of like 400 bandanas in every pack, and I'm like, God damn, man! Like,
nice.
What am I supposed to do with all these? Like.
Giveaways, bro.
2013, 2012, I probably have one at least to match every outfit, but I don't do that no more.
Yeah. Nah, it's so funny how I used to almost only rock bandanas. Like, there's a period of time where every day I had a different colored bandana to match the outfit.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Like, a lot of people who would know me from Shamedy would recognize me more from that than the fitteds. Even though, like, the fitteds was always, there'd be, like, a fitted over the bandana sometimes, you know what I mean? But, like, bandana was a trademark of mine for years. And I'll always remember this story. I just wore different bandanas to match the clothing. And so the park where I used to grow up, we used to chill there every day, fucking 10, 12 hours a day doing whatever art thing. Shout out to Noella for joining. Shout out Noella. It's my homegirl. So we'd be in the park, right? And like at some point there's this little newspaper called the Shamedy News. And so every week they have a section and it's called like LPD Blue, and it's like little like crime stories or crime reports and whatever. And so one day they write gang presence at Pizza's Park, a bunch of Crips and Bloods, and I'm going, no, none of us are gang members. Like, I don't know what to, like, oh yeah, I'm rocking a bandana, but like I'm not a fucking gang member. Like, this was fucking funny. And I remember like parents of my friends were going like, what do you mean there's gangbangers that hang at the park where you tell me you're going? No, you can't go there anymore. And I was like, bruh, there's no fucking gangs.
Hey man, like I know Quebec police, like Montreal police were bad too themselves. Like if you were wearing like a bandana between like 98 and like 2008 or something, maybe 2013 even, like they were stopping you and checking you and everything, man.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure, man. I mean, there's a lot of stereotypes to go with it. I tried really hard to avoid the blue and the red bandanas, obviously. I was smart enough to know because I had a lot of friends that was by Covert Metro. And so around there's gang areas, so you don't be stupid and wear the wrong fucking colors. But, like, still, even I think probably it's very possible they would have seen me in an army bandana and still thought it was a gang, bro.
Fuck, that was all, man. I remember that era too, man, when they had the whole like camouflage outfits and style, and everybody had everything from like the Desert Storm colors to the Alaskan soldier colors, like that. Yeah. I was like, really?
That brown camo khaki cargo pant combo from the early 2000s was legendary, bro.
That's what I mean, man. It's that era. That's why I fuck with you so hard, because I know, like, we could relate on that era so much. It's like, fuck, the outfits we remember, wearing the
I
jersey.
still can't believe we used to wear jeans that were like fucking five sizes more than our actual waist size. I was like, why?
Jeans were massive, but our shirts were bigger.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, I look at old pictures sometimes and I'm like, God damn, that clothes is oversized, bro.
Oh, man.
And I just kept thinking to myself, why the hell did I wear size 38 jeans when I was a 32 or 34? Like,
All right for me, because back in the day when I used to wear, like, the longer shit and, like, the bigger shit, I was fat, so I, like, kind of fit into it.
I feel you on that, though. It definitely helped throw off the visual appearance of if I was carrying some extra weight. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, my big ass head.
Yo, shout out to Malish for joining, man.
What up?
What up, Malish?
Well, if you ain't following me, or if you're not following my man here, Rico Blox, and vice versa, whatever, your followers to me, my followers to you, hit us up, follow me. If you need an interview, I do them. This is episode 52, I believe. Pretty sure it's 52, but if not, it's 53.
Yeah.
Hit 50 a couple weeks ago with my dog Follow. But yeah, so shout out Rico Blox for being on episode 52 or 53.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, man.
dude,
We gotta say big love to Malicious, man. That's a motherfucking Canadian rap legend. I follow in his footsteps, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That's from my hood. That's hometown pride right there. So I remember, I got to give this quick story while Malicious here. I remember the first time I think I met Malish. It was like a little shopping center we have in our hood. I used to smoke cigarettes by the payphone next to the video game store where I used to kick it. And so Malish would be walking by. And this was like just before he started getting like the Music Plus freestyle battle stuff that he won. And always such a fucking cool dude. And then, you know, later that we got to do a song together, man. Even though it never came out, yo, Malish, I always respect you for holding me down on that. So I needed to mention that.
yeah, word up. That's a dope. See, I love these stories that I get to learn, because, like, it's just, people just express themselves and shit. And I'm just chilling in the back, just watching these stories unfold. And I'm like, yeah, new information.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, I tell you, it's funny. It's like, dude, if I like the amount of different like stories I could tell about different shit, like I could be going on for days, bro. Me and Holden actually did it. We tried to do the life story interview. I think we were like 4 hours in, and we still ended up doing the part 2 or another 4 hours. And I still don't think we covered everything. It's like, it's crazy. It's the blessing of having 20 years in the game, whether it was like successful or not, just the different things I've been through in that 20 years.
Well, like, that's why, like, I have guests, like, on the IG series that are like recurring guests, and it's because, like, they have so many stories to tell. So I'm pretty sure you'll end up being a recurring guest.
For sure, anytime, man.
Anytime you have drops and shit that are coming out, make sure you hit me up so we can do a live, like, even on the day it's dropping, just before it or something.
For sure, bro. Appreciate that.
No, I'm trying to be supporting everybody, and like I said, I'm working on my own music again. I got MCO working on trying to get him to sample a nice Nina Simone track for me.
Nice.
Yeah, bro, I'm going back.
But I strongly, you know, anybody who follows me knows, like, I'm a super supporter of other artists. Like, I think, like, some artists get in their own way because they're like, no, I got to be sharing my shit. But, like, dude, I don't lose a single thing by promoting any other artist I fuck with, because, like, the more attention I can give them, if it does give them attention, because, you know, there's no guarantee I post something that somebody's going to go check. But, you know, at the end of the day, I always want to make sure, because I always felt supported by other artists. I mean, honestly, I'd be a fool to not realize that, honestly, 50% of my fan base is other rappers. It's real, to be honest, because they're the ones that appreciate the kind of shit that I make.
It don't cost nothing to fucking share your homie's post.
Right? Exactly. It costs me absolutely nothing. And, you know, like, I have this whole philosophy right now that's really useful for other people. You know, when ever since social media, when we think something and it's trash, we have a tendency to be like, we share it and we go, oh, look at this garbage. I can't believe it's out. It's like, bro, every time you're about to do that, stop yourself, go find something you love and go share that instead, bro. Counteract the fucking the trash with the love, bro. Like, because like it's too easy to share all the trash that's out there, and we subconsciously don't realize that that's exactly why trash is made, so people can talk about it, so people can post it. They don't care if it's good because it'll get attention. The worst shit, honestly, if I went and rap the worst verse of my life with the most ridiculous like fake accent and all that, it'll probably get more views than my best shit.
Yeah. Yo, you know what's funny? Like, someone who capitalized off, like, doing, like, the goofy shit that people will make fun of, like, the homie DTG from out west there that fucks with Snack the Ripper and them when he was acting like Lil Windex and shit. Bro, man,
Yeah.
capitalized off on that shit so well.
Is he the dude that's doing the Eminem fucking impressions on TikTok now? Yeah, eh? Yo, he does those so fucking well. It's fucking amazing.
Bro, I'm waiting for the day he actually gets one with Eminem. He has to do it.
Oh, man.
It's just funny.
Yo, every single, like, he thinks of every scenario. It's like, what would Eminem do in this scenario?
Yeah,
and he fucking murders it. And the thing is, like, he's dope because, like, it's imitating Eminem or not. Like, he's going, there's bars. Like, his syllable game is crazy.
You listen to his actual music, DTG, because him and Mercury's and them, they're close, you know?
Yeah.
Because they all were associated with SDK, like Snack the Ripper, all them. Yeah. So, like, if you check out his music, DTG, bro, like, he was Little Windex. He capitalized up. Yo, this guy got plots being a fake rapper.
That's fucking hilarious. Bro, like, I gotta shout out Snack, man. Snack the Ripper. I only got to spend a couple minutes with him, but my 30th birthday, my man Perry from Good Friday did like the Icon Fest in Montreal, and so he brought Onyx, Beatnuts, and the Alcoholics on the same show to perform at the Belmont. And so Perry was like, yo, it's your birthday, I got you, backstage pass, the works, come through. So I'm like, all right, I'm hopping the metro now, I'm on my way. And I'm halfway there, and he hits me, and he's like, yo, tell me you brought your beats with you. And I was like, nah, why? He's like, bro, I wanted you to perform on your birthday, perform in front of, like, Onyx and Beatnuts. And I was like, fuck, I don't have my beats, and I was pissed. But after the show, I didn't have a ride home. I had to get back from downtown to Laval, and Perry lived in Laval at the time. So Perry's like, look, I got to drop off Snack, Tash from the Alcoholics, Juju from the Beatnuts, back at the hotel, so hop in the truck with us. And I got to spend the next 20 minutes at the end of my 30th birthday hearing stories from Tash from the Alcoholics and Juju. Snack was kind of quiet, but super cool dude, man. So yeah, I definitely got to shout out Snack. Just fucking Canadian legend right there.
He's mad talented, bro. Like he like the way he's doing everything with his live band now. And again, shout out to Aspects out here out in Ottawa. He's been touring with everyone, man. He was touring with Snack. He went on tour with Meth and Red. He went on fucking tour with he's going on tour with Onyx. He's been kicking it with Ghostface and Killer Priest. Like, this guy is fucking everywhere, man. It's incredible, like how much he's networked over the years. Like 12 years ago when I stopped making music, before I was already making. I made a track with Aspects and like the old Broken Bridge gang, like King Khan and them. And then, like, right after that, he had Killer Priest in Ottawa for, like, a week and a half, and he was just constantly eating at the Jamaican spot. So I was like, I just hit the Jamaican spot, bro. Like, but, like, it's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy how much you could do by just being, like, relatable to someone. You know what I mean?
Yo, it's the tip I give to artists the most. Just be yourself. Yeah, there's no wave you need to ride. There's no rapper you need to imitate. There's an audience for you, whatever that version of you is. Look, dude, I'm a super fucking comic book head. Look, fucking I have action figures behind me. Like, I have a whole action figure collection. That's nothing. Like, there's boxes and boxes and containers still, but
in this apartment, I have literally more boxes of fucking Marvel Legends and Funkos than I do of fucking other shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, I need to get, like, I have fucking comics like crazy.
Like, yo, Hold on, let me blow your mind if you like the Marvel Legends shit. I don't know if you see that
Oh,
shit. That's a
my dog.
32-inch Galactus figure
Yeah,
and a 27-inch Sentinel figure.
yeah.
Yo,
Yo,
man.
I hit when I'm in Montreal. I think I'm gonna come at the end of the month because I gotta hit up. I'm gonna hit up Holden and cop one of those fucking pickle hater shirts.
Yo, I be laughing at it. I be always giving him a hard time about those shirts because I think it's hilarious that he was able to turn this thing that how much he dislikes pickle into something that was so great for his brand. It's fucking amazing. Like, I
I
had to give him props, but I always poke fun at him a little when I see him about it because it's just hilarious.
got it, bro. But like the thing about it is like he has like some of the best hip hop song names I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, bro. Holden, the way Holden picks song names, I swear to God, like I personally can never figure it out. Like I told him, I said, bro, it's like I don't know how you do it, bro.
Bro,
That motherfucker's the man, though. Yeah, shout out to MCO. Like I love Holden. Like this is my dude. But it's just so funny because I've never seen anybody name their song titles the way he names his song titles. Like
a full set,
uh,
dog. My
amazing, bro.
favorite one though is I go to therapy because they can't snitch.
Oh man, like dude.
Man, oh man, yeah, I'm on
Me,
a
the pickle joint. There's so many like fucking so weird abstract titles, but it's creative, bro. Because I mean, as artists, we don't tend to be very creative with song titles, to be honest.
oh, exactly
So I got to give him mad props for that.
like 3 words max. You know what I mean? Like,
And Holden is a perfect representation of what I say when I say be yourself.
yeah, I mean, for sure, no,
Like
100.
if I'm gonna give an artist advice about being yourself, there's almost no artist I know that is himself more than Holden is. To be
Yeah.
honest, like he's just him, bro. He's unapologetically him at all times.
Very intelligent.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had him on my, I think it was season 2. Yeah, I had him on season 2. He was episode 10, I believe. It was a fucking dope episode. He was dropping gems, you know what I mean? Like, and like, you look at him, like, most people, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure most people look at him and they're like, he's not a rapper. And then he's just there, like, fucking busting his ass on stage and shit. Like,
Yo, here's the thing, and Holden knows this. Like, I'm not gonna say he's my favorite rapper, but his energy for it makes me appreciate it. And when he performs the fuck out of that shit, bro.
and he loves the culture, too. Don't, like,
Yeah, yeah, that's it, exactly. Well, bro, there's not many people I would give 4-hour interviews, and I've given him 2, like, because, like, we have great conversations.
Yeah.
So, and we picked it a lot at shows and stuff like that. Yeah, Holden's a fucking good dude, man. Like,
when I come down there at the end of the month, if you're free at the end of the month, we'll all link up and just fucking hit a studio or something.
yeah, I'm always down, bro. Always down.
I'll apparently USB drive with the beats that I told you about, but I'll still forward you some. But like, yeah, definitely some shit, man.
For sure, man. Like, listen, man, I'm always down, bro.
We'll figure out courage and shit for your verse and all that later, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah, for sure.
I might have to do some like bartering with you because fucking I'm still recouping from a fire and shit.
Don't worry, bro. Like, listen, I honestly, when it comes to verses, I don't really charge much or at all for the most part, depending on the situation. I mean, it's very contextual. You know what I mean? So, like, for me, anybody that's taking the time to talk and chill and kick it with, I've never charged for a verse. Like, I've only charged for verses when it's people from outside of the country. It's like, it's purely business. There's no friend relationship there.
That Europe money is so much better.
That Dubai money is great, bro. I had two features in Dubai that fucking played on the radio there. It was fucking awesome.
Sending him gold bricks.
No, but he was like, dude, like, he was already like, I didn't even give a price. He was like, oh, I'm gonna transfer you a couple $100, like, and I was like, I think I got like 4 or 5, maybe 400 or 500 for a verse, and I was like, and at that time I had never charged for a verse. I was like, oh, this is fucking cool, man. Like,
yeah, I should have been doing this a while ago.
yeah, and like I said, I when if it's somebody's going to reach out strictly on the business to do it, I'm going to treat it like a business. But I've never charged anybody for anybody I've been cool with or had conversations with. And just fuck it. Just make sure my splits is right when the distro kid or whatever. You know what I mean? No, but that's what I tell artists. It's like, bro, I'll do whatever. I don't care about the features, but the paperwork behind it later, like, just do it right so that we get paid.
Well, definitely figure it out because the EP I'm making. My bad. Excuse me. The EP I'm making is it's a mental health EP, so I'm going to try donating the proceeds, or at least my parts of the proceeds, to like mental health initiatives in Canada and shit.
In a case like that, give my proceeds too. Like, honestly, bro, like I said, I'm long past the point where I'm doing this shit for the money, right? So, like, at the end of the day, it's just about the business. Be right. It's like, no, but you know what it is? It's just like some artists will put out a joint, and you find out they're not even registered to SOCAN, and it's like, bro, you serious? Like, at the very least, register to SOCAN. You know, like.
Transparent, you know, I don't like keeping anything like in the dark. I'd rather just have it up front so people are aware of it. So if they change their mind, there's no bad blood.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. Actually, I was just thinking because MCO's in the conversation. We should. He sent me a drive with beats on my email. Oh shit! Hold on.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. I need one of those fucking little delay sounds, so it's like beep.
What up, Dre? I see you in the chat. What up, Dre? It's my homie from a long time.
Yo, what's going on? Man, shout out to you for joining the group. I appreciate it. I'm gonna hit a follow. I follow everybody that joins because it's how I network. I just hit everybody up, and I'm always.
Yeah, man. You always want to build engagement, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you got to, bro. I try and interact with everybody. The only time I don't interact is sometimes people do leave stupid comments. I'll be honest. Like, sometimes people will say some dumb shit, and I was like, I'm just not gonna give that attention. Like, because I will never be the guy that's arguing. Oh shit! You were there at the daycare, my guy. Yeah, this internet bus driver just drove into a daycare.
I know that, yo. I hope if you have a child, he's all good, man.
Jesus, man. Yo, I hope everybody's good, Dre. You got 4 kids out, man. You're a fucking hero, bro.
It's traumatic.
More respect to you, bro.
Trauma you're gonna have to deal with for sure.
That is crazy, man.
Yo, I hope, like, oh man, that's crazy. Like, and the dude ran around naked after. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, that is complete insanity, bro.
And the world's gone to shit for real.
For real, man.
But yo,
more power to you, Jay, for being there, bro, man. Seriously, I got much respect for you as always, bro.
Yo, big up to your dog, man. That's what's up for real. But yo, like I was saying, like if I come down and we end up doing a record, we should try and use one of MTL's beats because he sent me an email with like a few beats. I'm pretty sure it was 4 or 5. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. But yeah, we could probably figure something out on there.
I'm with it, man.
I have other beats from a homie out here. His name's Cubes. And yeah, they got some fire beats too. But yeah, I got a bunch of beats, man. I'm sure but I wanna use something and just straight go knockout bars, no hooks.
Always a pleasure to do that, my friend.
Pull one of those Nicous and Styles P in and out type shit.
Yo, those in and outs are harder than people think, bro.
Yeah, they are, man.
You gotta have a really like good fucking chemistry to pull those the fuck off. Cause like, man, like I used to do it with my man Reggie. Shout out to my man Reggie Charles. We used to do it a lot. And honestly, bro, it's like you gotta have a really good chemistry to pull that off real correct. But I'm always down to try, bro. Like whatever, man. Like that's the fun part of rapping for me. It's still it's the training. You know what I mean? Anything we try something new creatively is always any challenge is fun. You know?
Yeah, that's the point of it now. Like you said, I'm past the point of trying to make a lot of bread in this game. It's like I'm just coming back just to try and make some money to put into like the mental health initiatives and shit. Like that's what the podcast for. I don't make money off that, so any money I do make off that, anything that's donated to the podcast, I donate, but like when I have merch and shit, when I sell that, then I use that to upgrade the podcast. So like either way, it's going back into the podcast or back into something important.
Yeah, you got to do, man.
Hell yeah, and like who knows? Like if we make a track, who knows? We might be one fucking dope duo because MCO's heard my music already. I still gotta send you a link.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, send me some shit, man, for sure.
Definitely on like the 2012 era type shit because that's when I stopped making music and that's all I had left in my email. I kind of found it one day and I'm like, I'm just gonna put an unreleased material tape together.
Yeah, I do that. Yo, sometimes I'll come on live and I'll just play like shit I have unreleased from like even going back to 2005. Like, I just have fun with it. Like, I found an old stash of joints. So sometimes I'll go on live and just play a couple, bro. And like, it's always funny the reaction people get because like there's people who know the old joints and there's people who've never heard anything before 2010. And so like the joints from the period before that where I used to do a lot of like mixtape freestyle shit, like Jack Beats and shit, like it's always so funny the reaction of people, man.
Remember that
Like,
Jack for Beats era, man?
huh?
Remember that Jack for Beats era?
That was my favorite, bro. I had so much fun doing that. Like, that was a lot of my early part of my career.
Soundclick and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, funny enough, like my first mixtape was all beats from Soundclick, but I never cleared it or leased any of them. So that's why none of my first mixtape or second mixtape are online. I never put them online because like I never cleared those songs. Like I fucking literally just downloaded the beats from SoundCloud, went recorded, and then put it out locally in my hood, like on a CD. So those things, it sucks in a way because like a lot of people won't know the older catalog. Like I don't have my entire catalog online. But then, you know, to the flip side of it, the music got so much better later on that I don't really mind that much. Like it's not a big deal. But yeah, that was an interesting era, man. But I used to jack every beat I could get my fucking hands on, man. I used to have a lot of fun with that.
Number one on the charts for fucking SoundClick, it was Johnny something.
I used to get a lot of beats from a producer. There was what's the name? There was Wishmaster. There was Sol Eternity. There was I can't even remember some of the names, but there was some dope producers back then, man.
Dominion was dope.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think the Sick Poetry joint that me and Questa did, I think, is an Anno Donini beat.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I was listening to an ad he had put out the other day, and they had Sean Kingston on it, and the guy butchered the name so hard. I was like, yo, what? I commented, I'm like, yo, who's this? And I put like the way it said it and shit.
Yeah, man, the Soundclick days were fun though, man. Like during those days, I was on Soundclick a lot, and I don't remember what the forum was, but I used to do text battles.
Yeah, man, I did that shit.
Oh man, I used to have fun with that.
Hell yeah, that shit was fucking funny, man. Yeah, man, I don't know. There's a lot of ways to get our hip hop out, like hone our skills back in the day, like that. Like we could have text, we could be.
Oh yeah. Those text battles were like that trained me a lot because like that changed my writing. Like I had to be that much quicker and that much better because like you really gave a shit about how long you took to respond. Like if somebody posted something, like God forbid you took an hour to respond, they'd be like, oh, he running from the smoke. Like, no, man, those days trained me hard, bro.
Get that that website when it was like people who were online just like they'd have like a minute to record like what they're saying and then someone would reply to it.
No, I don't think so,
bro. That shit was wild, man. Motherfucker was straight up rude and shit on there.
Yeah, even yo, those text battles would get fucking brutal. Yo, the shit we were saying to each other, bro, I was like, man. Wow. Like, goddamn.
Yo, fucking, while we're talking about battles, man, R.I.P. Pat Stay. His event's coming up in Toronto. Make sure you cop your tickets. They're selling out fucking quick as hell. But it'll be on pay-per-view as well. Shout out to Organic together.
Yep, man. Shout out to Organic and KOTD, man. And rest in peace, Pat Stay, bro. Like, that was one of my favorite battlers ever. And, dude, it's a fucking sad story.
Yo, man.
And life was gone too soon, bro.
I don't want to talk about it too much, but the dude that did it was out because of a manslaughter charge. Like, why is this man out? Like,
Yeah.
you know, but I can't do it because I mean I've heard of other people I know, like maybe allegedly personal or maybe not, but I know I definitely had a lot of chill out, relax. But yeah, definitely R.I.P. Pat Sane, man. He was definitely he was Canada's best battle rapper.
Yeah, man. Yo, like for me in Canada, as far as the best battlers, was always Pat Stay and Bender, and now they're both gone, bro. Like
Bender, me and him were supposed like just before he died, me and him were supposed to have a track. I had my verse ready and emailed to him, bro.
that's crazy, man.
Shit broke my heart when I heard about it. I was like, man, I wasn't even like upset about the track. I was like, are you serious, bro? Just like that? Like, yo, man, this sounded like a spree. Like he was doing great, and then fucking just gone. Man, that's why.
Yeah, but I still regret not having seen him battle live. Like it's always something I wanted to do, and I missed one of the KOTD blackouts. I was supposed to go down to Toronto, I wasn't able to make it, and like, man, that is always somebody I wanted to see battle live. Because like on camera is one thing, but the energy live is a whole other story. And Pat was a whole different monster guy.
Pat was a fucking beast, bro. You like both in size and in music. Like,
Yeah.
have you seen the show yet?
I'm trying to remember the name. Real Rob or something like that.
Or Rob?
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard about it. I definitely got to see that shit.
Definitely the Pat Stay humor you would expect.
Yeah, but like, dude, that guy is destined for so much, bro. You could tell, like, I've seen little clips of it when he was like promoting it early, and like, bro, that guy's a natural born, like, and when I say he's a natural born actor, I don't mean like in battle rap, like it doesn't feel like he was acting, but I'm saying like he had the ability to turn that shit on like a light switch. That guy was a star, bro. Like, it's something not everybody has that kind of level of charisma
No,
that Pat had.
he could switch off from being just a battle rapper. He went and did stand-up comedy. He stopped that. He went and did acting for a show. He ads for cars and everything. And every time he did it his way. You could tell that he was like, if I'm gonna do it, I have to do it my way. Humor, and like, yeah, if I have to cut out cussing or whatever, that's nothing. But like, it has to be my humor. Like, you know, I have to have my innuendos. Like
Yeah.
the man definitely knew how to market himself for sure.
For sure.
Oh, bro, and I was so mad to see like after that he passed that game disc went all the way up to 1 million views. Like,
Right.
bro, like that was definitely like the nicer side of Pat dissing someone. He could have went a lot harder. Like the track was ill.
Sure.
Could have went so much.
Yeah. Yo, the track was super fire. The way he flipped the stand joint, and yo, like Pat was a legend, man. Like true fucking legend of every by true definition of that word, man. Like
Shout out.
honestly, I've been rewatching a lot of his battles lately. A lot, like because they're hitting harder now than they hit then. Like it's crazy.
That steel toe boot line never gets old, man.
Bro. There's so many, man. Like his battle with Clips.
Yeah.
That I rewatched, like I was just like, fuck, this guy is such a fucking monster, bro. The whole, I think it was the battle with Tay-Rock, the one where he's wearing the suit with the flowers on it. Fuck, man. And like only Pat could flip the way, like he was like, oh, you're not gonna mention this? Like he was so sure the Rock would have mentioned it, so he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna mention it and I'm gonna try to get attention. I'm gonna roast myself for you. Like only Pat could do that, bro. Like
I always
fucking
one-liners kill me all the time because they're just so simple, but the way he like emphasized it, like his enunciation of things, like when he battled, it's just like Arcane. It's a hard name.
Yeah. Yo, sometimes Pat would hit you even every time he went into his look at you go bag. That look at you go bag, once he did that, you knew that round it was done. Like anytime he came out and he did that whatever setup and then would look at you go. Like, bruh, you could just see the other rappers shrink. Like it's like fuck, bro. And it's not even what I love is it's not even an insult. Like you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it's like he'll pay you a compliment, but the way he does it was just like it makes me think of even when he did the compliment battle with Roan? Was it with Roan? I think it was with Roan. It's fucking hilarious.
That's a brand new one. One put out just before he passed away because Roan had a show on Barstool Sports called The Nicest Battle Ever. And it's just, it patched I think he battled Dunch. And like, yo, you have to watch that one if you haven't seen it. This shit's funny.
I have to check that out, man.
But yeah, R.I.P. Pat Stay, man.
Yes.
Like the support that his family's gotten is like, it's very, very like heartwarming, man, to see that like wholeheartedly, like the support of the battle rap community and like Canada. I mean, yo, he had people in Parliament speaking about him.
Man, he was beloved, bro. Like at the end of the day, like you saw the battle rap community come together for that shit, bro. Like
For real.
It's just amazing to see. It's unfortunate the circumstances, but it's always the case. It's always amazing to see the community rally together when a legend is lost. It's always sad the circumstances that cause it, but it's amazing to see how much his positive energy affected so many people. So yeah, man. Rest in peace, man.
But yeah, man. No, definitely rest in peace, Pat Stay, man. Fuck, I really. It's always like I hate to be cliche, but like it's always the good die young, man. Like
yeah, no, it really is, man. Like the expression really does exist for a reason because it's really true, bro.
Big and shout out to Y.K. Lyrical, man, who just passed away due to fucking hate cops.
Man, shout out to Nicous, man. YK Lyrical, man. Like rest in peace, bro.
Dukes is doing all right, grieving it all right, man. I can feel the pain for that. That was so, just like he was in there over some fucking bullshit too. So like there was no reason for what he got.
No, it's a travesty, bro. It's a travesty, and hopefully there'll be some justice. Nothing could ever fucking give him his life back. So I mean, there's no real form of justice there. But like,
all they think is money will solve the problem, man. But it don't.
Nah, man.
But yeah.
It's a really sad thing, bro, to see somebody's life so young get taken in that kind of situation, especially. Like, that kid was not a troublemaker by any means. From the people that I know who knew him, like, he was very involved in his community. Like, that was a good kid, man. That's the most common thing I heard about him, you know, not knowing him personally myself at all, but the most common reoccurring thing I heard about him was that kid was a really good kid, man, and really involved in his community and the youth center. So
off with the music, like he was doing shows like crazy, man. Like just such a talent. A good-hearted person and a soul just taken away over some fucking just scum-ass cops, man. It's the only way I can put it, you know what I mean? Like
no, absolutely, man. There's no justifiable excuse to ever use that level of violence on anybody, let alone somebody who's in your custody, and let alone a child, bro. Like at the end of the day, that's just completely unjustified, horrible brutality, man. It's disgusting.
So, before we end this conversation for now, we'll definitely catch up on another one soon. I'm always doing live, so I mean, if you're free, we could always just link up on them. But
no doubt, if there's one thing I can do is talk, bro.
Same here, bro. So that's why I fuck with you, man. Go back to eras, and I like the nostalgia and shit, so I fuck with that. And I'm definitely gonna link up when I come down next.
Sure.
You probably know some of my fucking family members and shit.
Small world, bro.
I had a lot of people. My family live in Laval. I've had a lot of them in Lachine and shit. Like, but yeah. So before we wrap this up, you have it. What's your next release looking like? Is it the one with Travis Bryant?
Yeah. So we got that. We got Out the Dirt with Travis Bryant. Well, Travis Bryant featuring me dropped on February 13th. And then sometime between 15th or 20th of March, we got King of the Jungle, my next single, that 100 bars joint. So produced by Leon Stone. But yeah, for now, right now, the focus is going to be really Out the Dirt, Travis Bryant, me, produced by Ralphie Wiggs. We about to kill him, guy.
And Mirko Miyagi was the engineer.
Yeah. Merker's been my engineer now for about 2 years consistently. It's who I work with, and so me and Travis were at a session together, recorded it there. Merker mixed it, did the cover art, everything. So if y'all need cover art, hit up Merker Miyagi on Instagram, man. That's my dude.
Yeah,
Studio time, cover art, you name it, bro. Beats, you name it, he can do it. That's the man right there.
supposed to have an interview too. I talked to him a while back. Same with Leon Stone. I'm supposed to have him on the podcast too. We just gotta figure it out.
Yeah, Merker's a fucking amazing dude, man, and great conversation. And same thing with Stone. Like, you're gonna get a lot out of those interviews, bro. Like, honestly, those are two really smart motherfuckers. Like,
I definitely fuck with Mirko Miyagi because when it comes to like sound engineering, that was like one of the things I did because I did all my own music. I self-taught myself, so like it's a hard thing to learn. And like, yo, his mixes are fucking dope.
yeah, yo, he goes hard, man. He goes dumb hard, man. And his beats are fire. His own tracks as an artist are fire as well. Shout out Fat Zoe in the comments. I see you, bro. Yeah, man, like, yo, Merc is a fucking monster in every aspect of the game, bro. And he's been in it as long as I have, bro. So like his wealth of knowledge and experience is a well I love to tap from whenever I can. Like, honestly, half of our studio sessions is just us talking. To be honest with you, like, we spend so much time chopping it up and talking about all kinds of different shit. Like, you always walk away better for it in the end of the day.
Sure, man. Yo, having conversations with intellectual people, man, it's the best thing you could have, man. Education and knowledge is fucking power, bro. No
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's my favorite thing to do, bro. Like, honestly, being able to share ideas and different concepts and things, like, we all think so differently. Sometimes it's nice to get another person's perspective on those things. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of that, man. And it's like, bro, it's intellectual stimulation, bro. Like, at the end of the day, the brain needs that, bro. Like, I'm an introvert by nature, so I tend to be alone a lot, but this is why I chill and talk with certain people, because those conversations are going to be enriching. They're going to add value to my day. So you got to be open-minded, and you know, for me, that's what it always is. Like, I love to, you know, I don't always have to agree with people, but I love getting different perspectives, because sometimes it makes you reevaluate the way you think about something. Sometimes you just need to see things from a different angle.
Yeah, exactly. I hear you, bro. But yeah, bro, I really appreciate you coming on for episode 52, and we'll catch up again soon.
Yes, sir.
Again, we have Rico Blox coming up on the line with us. He's going to be episode, I think, 5. Yeah, episode 5, I believe. Yeah. Rico Blox on the line with us podcast for episode 5. That'll be out in probably maybe 3-4 weeks. So maybe by that time, maybe if you have that release that you have coming out in March, maybe we could add that to the mix.
For sure.
So yeah, shout out to everybody who joined conversation. Maroon Gang fans says, what's up, Broski?
Yeah.
To, I think, both of you. Anybody looking for interviews, hit me up. I do them, Rico Blox, and vouch for it. And so I appreciate you, my dude. Thanks for fucking coming on. Yeah, I'll probably see you in a few weeks when I hit up Montreal.
For sure. Appreciate it.
Yo, have a solid day for y'all partying.
For sure. Nah, I'm chilling, man. But yeah, I will definitely relax, man. See you soon, bro.
Peace, homie.
Peace.